right, ladies and gentlemen of the 118 scale, 3.75 inch, 4-inch modern action figure community, I'm back again with another video. And in this video, we're going to be discussing none other than Mr. Marvin F. Hinton, also known in the G.I. Joe world as Roadblock. Roadblock was born and raised in Biloxi, Mississippi. Roadblock dreamed of being a chef. He worked as a bouncer so that he can put himself through the Escoffier School in France. However, a army recruiter got in his ear and convinced him that, hey, you don't need to go to some fancy smanchy school in France. We can train you right here in the United States Army to become a great chef. So Roadblock fell for the banana in the tailpipe, and he joined the military. When he joined the military, he got into cooking, and he hated the conditions. He didn't like the way the food was prepared in a mess hall, so he would transfer into infantry and specialize in heavy weapons. He became qualified and an expert in many different weapons. Ultimately, a 50 cal weighs 84 pounds and an ammo can weighs 134 pounds. Yet, Roadblock still had enough strength to run and move through the battlefield. He even was able to endure the recoil. So Roadblock was released in Series 3, 1984. He was also released in 1985, ultimately being discontinued in 1986. However, there's numerous variations of the Roadblock figure. As we spoke of, version 1, 84 and 85, he was discontinued, but then he was re-released in 1986 with a new uniform. Version 3, sorry, I almost lost my camera there. Let me fix this a little. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. Where was I? So, he was released for a second time in 1986 with a new uniform. Version 3, 1988, first time as a Tiger Force member. Version 4, 1992. Version 5, version 6, 1993, he was released with a spacesuit. Version 7, 1994, version 8, 2002, version 9, version 10, 2003, version 11, 12, and 13, 2004, version 14, version 15, 2005, version 16, 2007, version 17, version 18, 2008, version 19, 2009, version 20, 2010. And here is where I started to have my problem with Roadblock, because this is around the time of the Retaliation movie. Version 21 and version 22, and I believe version 23 and 24 were all made in the image of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Now, they missed a how do I put it? They missed a great opportunity to cast some great actors as Roadblock. I think we could have seen Ving Rhames, or we could have seen definitely Terry Crews, who is arguably a great actor. He is amazing on screen. He's funny. He can be serious, because a lot of people don't remember him, but remember, he was very serious in the movie Training Day. He was in Training Day. They missed a great opportunity to use those actors. The Rock definitely has a stage presence, and he's very entertaining, but I think they missed an opportunity to create a character for him and to add him in. I wouldn't be mad if they did that. But anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox on that one. Let's move along. So you have version 25, and then you also have another version, and version 25 was in 2017, and then you have another version in 2017 that was released under the figure subscription service, which was another modern Tiger Force figure. And we'll take a look at him in a little bit. And then version 26, which is the retro, and this is the one you see before you here. All right. So without further ado, we're going to get a look at the box art and everything that you're getting here. Zoom out a little. All right, hopefully we can see everything. All right, so this is how we came packaged. I really like how the retro did things. Some of the figures were a little cheesy and not well done, but I think the Roadblock was done really well. My only problem with this figure here is this red hue. And we'll take a better look at them in a minute. Let's look at the box. Box art, G.I. Joe. Remember, there's no A Real American Hero up here for some reason. They got rid of that. That's the Hasbro logo, the same logo I remember from when I was a kid when I used to pick up G.I. Joes or see them in the store. Remember, this is a choking hazard. See if we can get these things to... All right, 1 second. Get it to focus in a little better. All right, there we go. So now let's look at the back. And remember, after a certain point, they started to release the file cards with, in the format of a participation trophy. Everybody's represented here, whether you deserve it or not. And here are a few other characters in the line at the time. We've already looked at 1, 2, 3, 4, and these others will be coming sooner or later. And then a whole lot of information back there. So now let's get them off of the card and let's see what we have here. All right, first and foremost, we have this thing here. This piece of paper. I guess it just has a little bit of information on it. Bunch of different languages. All right, there's a warning in many different languages. All right, file that to the side. So for starters, we have his weapon belt. We've seen that before. I like these though. What I do, I have so many of these, and I go in with a razor knife and I cut each one of them off, and I'll have a little bucket of bullets or a little ammo can full of bullets. Pretty cool. Next here we have what looks like a M240. It has this bipod here. It is removable, and he also has this ammo can, and it also is removable. It's nicely done, if I wouldn't say so myself. I mean, a little color apps, a little paint app here to make the bullets stand out, you know. But hey, in this customizer world that we live in, we can fix that, right? Awesome. And now this is the meat and potatoes of the whole thing. You have his 50 cal, and it comes in 3 parts. You have to put it together. I think it goes like this. Okay, like that. Oh, it's actually in 4 parts. This comes off. All right, let's get that to stick in place. Awesome. And then it's got its handle here. All right, and then you get your ammo belt. Ammo belt gets fed in like that. This is gonna keep falling off, of course. And that's what you get there. Pretty cool. It does not have a tripod, and I believe this weapon was released with the Retaliation Rock figure, and what they wanted to do there was have this be a replacement gun for the M50 or the 50 cal that was the door gunner position. So you take that generic gun out and you can put this one in, and it looks a little better, a little more aggressive. All right. So now, without further ado, let's get a look at this Roadblock figure. First, we'll look at his personalized figure stand. We've seen those before. All right. So here is Roadblock. Awesome. So here, he's pretty plain Jane. All he's wearing is this vest. This flak vest is removable. He's got a green shirt on underneath. That's what he looks like underneath. And it's about time that they gave the Roadblock his rightful frame, because they've given so many small and frail Roadblocks over the years that this one actually really looks good. It really looks like a Roadblock, right? We also have the Tiger Force version. You can pause and read that if you would like. And here is the Tiger Force version. And this is a figure subscription. And again, they finally gave him his rightful frame. But I like, I'm not sure on which one I like more, but I think I like this one more. But what I don't like on this one is this red hue of his skin, because look at that. He's like red. But I don't know. Which one do you like more? For me, I think I'm going to definitely keep them both. But I think I like this one more. I just don't like his color. But pretty cool. Let's look at some of his equipment. Personalized figure stand with Tiger Force mentioned on it. We have another ammo belt. We have his Tiger Force helmet. And for his weapons, we have another big gun here. This one actually has a tripod. And that snaps on right there, just like so. And you got a tripod that he can work. And of course, this feeds in. All right, let's get his helmet on him. There you go with his helmet. He's got a removable knife here. Pretty cool. I think this guy was nicely done. The figure subscription, a lot of their figures did not disappoint. Maybe one or two of them every now and again wasn't up to par, but most of them were good. So that's a quick 360 on him. He's got this what do you call this? Web gear. So pretty cool. Awesome. So I'm going to leave this video right here. I think I'm going to end it right here. I covered everything for the two Roadblocks. If I had to grade both of these figures, I would give this Roadblock, I'm giving them both A+. They're really nicely done. The only thing with him is the hue, but other than that, he's a really nice figure. This one also, very nice. This is what I was after when I grabbed a Roadblock, when I wanted to pick up Roadblock figures. But if you saw some of the other ones from back in the earlier lines, they were very flimsy, very scrawny figures, and Roadblock was always a really big guy, and from what I saw in the cartoons. So with that being said, I think I'm going to end this video right here. If you have any questions, comments, feel free, put them down below. I'll get to them at my earliest convenience, all right? Until the next one, peace. Thanks for watching this video.